Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As we are here on a great Friday afternoon, the weather's amazing. As we have the Southern Virginia University taking on Johnson and Wales of Charlotte. This one is set up to be a good one. As SVU comes in this game 1-9, as this is their second home game, and Johnson and Wales come to this game as 1-10. Can you actually just leave me muted for top of the first here as Zach Gearston faces off Jaden Nereves. Here at Charlie Manuel Field, the first pitch is up. It's going to be a fastball down the middle. That's going to be strike one, a 0-1 count, top of the first. As like I mentioned earlier, SVU's 1-9, eager to get a home win. It's going to be swung on and hit, and it's going to be a foul ball. Nice souvenir for someone in the stands. 0-2 count here, top of the first. It's going to be chopped down, and it's going to be an easy out for SVU. First out of the inning. As the last game, Johnson and Wales, their last game was on Tuesday where they lost 6-12 to Montreat. In that game, Julian Hayes broke a record, Marco Fernandez broke a school record for a multi-home game run. Let's see if we can continue that success today against Zach Gearston, as that first pitch is going to be a strike 0-1 count. And he's going to hit on it, and it's going to go right to Seth Lloyd for an easy out right there. SVU has two quick outs to start the first inning here at Charlie Manuel Field. Zach Gearston is from Draper, Utah. This former with his teammate and Mason Jones coming from the same spot. Two ballers. Let's see what they can do today. First pitch. Going to be a ball. 1-0 count. As he's loving that inside edge, it looks like he's throwing a cutter. Let's see if he can keep painting that inside as it's working so far. Second pitch. They're going to get it there. 1-1 count. Two outs. Top of the first. Third pitch coming from Zach. It's going to be a ball. 2-1 count. Two outs. Top of the first. He's going to swing on that, and it's going to bounce and stay fair right past the third baseman as Ben Agnew is able to pick it up. No, he stumbles a little bit, and it's going to get Johnson and Wales, the Wildcats, a man on second in scoring position here early for Johnson and Wales. As last game, they went down 4 runs and then quickly scored 2 runs in the first 3 innings. Just didn't have enough firepower towards the end of the game, similar to the SVU story. But let's see what they could do here. Top of the first, runner in scoring position. This could be a great start for a ball club that has not won a lot this season. First pitch, it's going to be a foul ball, 0-1 count, 2 outs. As so far, Zach Gearson has done a phenomenal job so far, only up 1 hit this first inning. And let's see if he can get another out here and get the bats warm for SVU. That's going to be a strike. 0-2 count. Let's see if he can get him out right here. Zach's loading up. Pitch is thrown. He's going to swing at it, and it's going to be a foul ball. Souvenir for a fan. 0-2 count, 2 outs. Zach is cooking early. Can he get him out right here? Man on second for Johnson and Wales. Early man in scoring position. Will they leave him stranded? Pitch is thrown, and that's a swing and a miss. SVU, 3 quick outs. Let up 1 hit that ended up being a double, and we'll be back with you when SVU's up to bat. We're back here at Charlie Manuel Field as SVU. It's their turn up to bat, bottom of the first. Leo Justin out of Asheville, North Carolina is facing off against Connor Robley, one of SVU's best hitters thus far this season, averaging a 364 percentage. Now let's see what he can do here early in the first inning. First pitch coming your way. He's going to swing at that, and is that going all the way back? And that's gone! SVU home run, first hit, first swing, and that's gone. 330 feet out of Charlie Manuel Stadium. You can hear the crowd from here as SVU's dugout is electric. First swing, first pitch is gone. Connor Robley, like I mentioned earlier, is right now the best hitter out of SVU, and that's how you start the game. 1-0, the Southern Virginia University. As he kind of left that pitch, Theo Justin kind of left that pitch too far inside, and he was able to get under that. As Bagna Agnew's up to bat here. First pitch is going to be a little outside, 1-0 count. Looked like it was a cutter away. Similar pitch he just threw that went 330 feet. Let's see what he does here. Second pitch coming your way. Swing. Ben's getting under that one, and it's going to be a pop out to left field. Close. Another close. Theo Justin has to do a better job from Johnson and Wales of not getting that ball in that same spot, as the last two batters he threw was a cutter on the outside. And let's see what he could do here. As Seth Lloyd's up to bat for Southern Virginia University. As he swings on the first pitch, and it's going to be a foul ball. Looks like he changed the location a little bit there. Let's see what he could do here. 0-1 count, 1 out. Pitch is going to be a strike. As again, that's the same location we just saw a home run and then a pop out. Johnson Wales has to be careful here, not to leave that too far out. Swing. Seth is going to hit that, and that's going to be a foul ball. 0-2 count, 1 out. Bottom of the first for Southern Virginia University. Can the bat start getting warm for SVU? Seth Lloyd, senior, one of the captains of the team. He's going to swing at the first one. It's going to not stay fair, and that was really close to being fair, and he would have gone on first. But it's going to be a foul ball. 0-2 count, 1 out. Bottom of the first. As Leo Justin is a freshman, and that's going to be a walk. Excuse me. Hit by pitcher. As Mason Jones steps up to bat here, he leads SVU in home runs. Can he get under something here? Bottom of the first, 1 out for SVU. Man on first, and a 1-0 ball game. Let's see what Leo could throw here. First pitch coming your way. Mason swinging on the first pitch. Inside fastball. It's going to be a 0-1 count. As Mason leads SVU in strikeouts, but also leads SVU in home runs. So let's see what he could do here. Second pitch coming your way. It's going to be swung on, and it's going to stay fair for SVU as Seth Lloyd's running the bases. Seth Lloyd goes to third, man on first, man on corners for Southern Virginia University. As this young pitcher in Leo Justin needs to calm down just a little bit here. Has the opportunity, maybe for a double play, trying to get out of this inning. But if you're Southern Virginia University, you're looking to score quick here and get another one through. Seth Lloyd on third. Mason Jones on first. Hard to tell who's at bat. My apologies. As Leo steps off the plate, taking a little time out. Let's see what he could do here. First pitch, as Mason Jones is trying to steal second, and he's gonna get there. Man on second, man on third for Southern Virginia University. Great scoring position. And let's see what SVU could do here. Phenomenal start to the game for Southern Virginia University. As Zach Gearson, the pitcher's up to bat. Can he make contact with the ball and get Seth home? Pitch coming your way. Strikes at it. And it's going to get him out. And not going to get the... Oh, Mason is running. Hold on, ladies. A little bit too much going on there. As it looks like Seth got out at third, but the ball was too high. No, excuse me. Seth scores there, making an 0-2 game. And Mason goes to third, as he didn't tag. The third baseman from Wales did not tag Seth, so he's able to run home and then overthrows the first baseman. So now for SVU, it's a beautiful start as they have someone on third, someone on second, and now up to bat is number 8 in Garrett Stuffer. Here, see if he could get his chance out of RBI early in this game. Man on third. Man on second, 1 out, bottom of the first, and an 0-2 ball game. First pitch coming your way. A little bit too far inside. 1-0 count. Garrett can stay patient here. Leo needs to get out of this inning and stop the bleeding. Let's see what he could do here. Second pitch, thrown. Garrett's going to swing. 1-1 count, foul ball. As that was great base running by Seth. I even got confused. That's how good he ran those bases as he gets home at the last at-bat. Let's see what he could do here. Garrett and a 1-1 count. Bottom of the first, 1 out. Leo's thinking. Pitch thrown. Inside. And it's going to land for SVU as that's RBI. Mr. Jones goes home. Garrett trailing. Garrett gets there too. Excuse me, Zach gets there too. As Garrett Stuffer gets a double, 2 RBI early in the bottom of the first. 4-0 ball game here at Charlie Manuel Field, excuse me. As now SVU has another scorer in position, and now Johnson and Wales head coach is going to come out and talk to his young pitcher as he kind of needs some help here, trying to stop the bleeding. And SVU takes a quick 4-0 lead early in this game. As like I said earlier, Leo Justin, not to beat up on the pitcher from Johnson and Wales, is a younger guy. This program has only existed for 1 year. This is their first year. So there's going to be a lot of ups and downs. But for Southern Virginia University, this is a dream start and a nightmare start for Johnson and Wales. As it seems like everything that they're swinging at is either going the distance or they're getting someone on base. As it looks like we might have an early pitching change for Johnson and Wales, and it's hard to see who's going in. As McKinley Miles is now substituting in for Leo Justin, from South Carolina. And let's see what he could do with SVU still a man in scoring position, still have a man on second base. And we'll be right back with you. As McKinley Miles steps up here in a situation where he's already down 4 runs. Garrett Stuffer, a moment ago, hits a double and sends 2 home for SVU, making it a 4-0 ball game with only 1 out for SVU as they're looking to take a dominant early lead. As it's hard to see who's up to bat. As Ryan Ferris is up to bat. He had a phenomenal game yesterday. What can he do here with a runner in scoring position? New pitcher. As he swings at that first day, it's coming right our way. And it's just going to be a pop-up. Should be an easy catch, and it is. As the second baseman comes out and makes the play for Johnson and Wales. Now batting Logan Austin from Raphine, Virginia, a local boy. Let's see what he could do here against the junior pitcher, McKinley Miles. 2 outs, bottom of the first, and a 4-0 ball game. As Garrett's still in scoring position, man on second, first pitch is going to be a strike, 0-1 count to start. Can McKinley get out of this inning without giving up any more runs? Second pitch coming your way. Pitch is thrown. He's going to swing right first. And it should be a routine pop-up. A little bit of confusion in that middle. And it's going to be an out for Johnson and Wales as McKinley Miles is able to get out of that inning without giving up any more runs, stopping the bleeding for Johnson and Wales. But before that, Southern Virginia University was able to put up 4 runs in the first inning and make it a 4-0 ball game. We'll be back with you top of the second at Chalmers Manual Field. And we're back, top of the second here, in a 4-0 ball game as Southern Virginia leads 4-0 to Johnson and Wales. Can they respond here and kind of steal some of that Southern Virginia momentum? As Zach Gearson has been lights out, and that first pitch is going to land in the zone and a 0-1 count. Top of the second. As he's going to swing in that one, that should be a pop-up coming. Mason Jones' way, and he's able to make the catch there. Great start for Zach Gearston, the pitcher. Able to make quick work of him right there. 1 out, top of the second. As Dev Hernandez steps up to bat here. From Mills River, North Carolina. What can he do against Garrett? He's been lights out so far. And he's going to hit the batter here. And Garrett lets one up. You have a man on first right now for Johnson and Wales. As Dev Hernandez gets hit in the back. Can Johnson and Wales build on some of this momentum? Now since they have one man on first, what can they do here? He's going to swing at that one, and that's going to land for Johnson and Wales. And it's going to send Hernandez to second and get a man on first. And the bats are starting to get hot for Johnson and Wales. First hit, and then they got to walk. The last 2 at-bats. Can they get? They have a runner in scoring position. Can they send him home? Johnson and Wales here, like I said earlier, has had a rocky start to their program. 1-10 start. Can they get a win here in Buena Vista, Virginia? First pitch coming his way. It's going to be a bunt, and it's going to get a runner to third, out at first, and now we have a runner in scoring position again for Johnson and Wales. Runner on third, runner on second. It's hard to see who's at bat for Johnson and Wales. But let's see if Zach Gearston has something to say here. Top of the second, 2 outs. That first pitch is gonna not get the strike zone. 1-0 count. Isaiah Catcher's up to bat. And a 1-1 count versus Zach Gearston. Can Zach not let up any runs? Even though he let up a hit and a walk, can he let up no runs here? That's going to be a little too far outside. 2-1 count. Slider got a little away from him there. And this is a great moment right now for Johnson Wales to get a run going and try to mount a comeback down 4-0 early in this game. That's going to be too high. 3-1 count, 2 outs, top of the second. This is a big pitch coming for Zach. Can he find that strike zone and get him out of this inning? Pitch is thrown. He's going to swing at it, and it's going to be a foul ball. 3-2 count, 2 outs. Can Zach get him out here? Payoff pitch coming. Isaiah Catcher's going to swing. And it's going to be a foul ball. Graces that top part of that ball. Let's see what he could do here. Zach, 3-2 count. Can he get him out? Pitch is thrown, and he's going to get him out. That's a strike for Southern Virginia University as Johnson and Wales leave someone stranded on third. We'll be back with you bottom of the second here at Charlie Manuels Field. As we're back with you, bottom of the second, McKinley Miles, the junior, still pitching for Johnson and Wales, the Wildcats, as Brooks Burdett from Southern Virginia University steps up to bat here. As McKinley's motioning the outfielder to motion a little left here. Let's see what he can do. First pitch coming your way. He's swinging that first pitch, and it's going to land in between the outfielder and the second baseman and shortstop. That's going to be a single for Mr. Brooks Burdett. As SVU's up 4-0 right here. Bottom of the second. The bats are warm for SVU. What can they do here? As Connor Robley's up to bat here. He's had great success yesterday, starting off the game good today. What can he do here with the man on first? Pitch thrown. And he's going to find the strike zone, making it an 0-1 count. It's really important here for Johnson and Wales to settle down a little bit as SVU came out of this game screaming. McKinley's going to throw to first, and it's not going to matter as Brooks is able to beat the throw. Second pitch coming your way, 0-1 count, bottom of the second, and a 4-0 ball game. He's going to swing at it. Connor Robley. Oh, the shortstop cannot make the play as Brooks is running. Brooks is running. Gets to third, and looks a little shaken up on that play. Hold on. Connor Robley shaken up, but that gets a man on third and a man on second for SVU. As for that shortstop, that's a play you got to make in that position. It came in a little too hot for him, and it just bounced right off of him. And now for Johnson and Wales, another nightmare scenario where you have 0 outs and a 4-0 ball game with runners in scoring position for Southern Virginia University. And Ben Agnew's up to bat. A senior from Utah. What can he do here? As McKenny Miles, the junior, can he settle it down for Johnson and Wales, or Southern Virginia add on to this 4-0 lead? As Connor Robley's at second and Garrett Stuffers on third. Pitch coming your way. First pitch is thrown a little too high. Looks like a four-seam. Misses the box. If you're McKinley right now, you're looking to hopefully strike him out or get a quick out without giving up any runs. And if you are going to give up a run, you only want to give up one. 2-0 count, 0 outs, bottom of the second, 4-0 ball game. With Brooks Burnett at third. Pitch a little too high. That's going to be a 3-0 count for SVU. A very favorable count for the senior, Ben Agnew. Can he get someone home here? Or can McKinley Miles settle down just a little bit and stop the bleeding for Johnson and Wales? Pitch coming your way. And he's going to find the strike zone. Looks like a cutter on the outside that comes in right in time and makes it a 3-1 count. 0 outs. Man on third, man on second. Pitch is thrown. Ben is hitting that, and that might go all the way, and that's out of the park. Ben Agnew and a 3-1 count sends it out of the park. 330 feet, sends 3 home. Southern Virginia takes an early 7-0 run. Bottom of the second, 0 outs as Johnson and Wales are looking for answers. As SVU celebrated, their dugout is excited for this one. As last game, it was a shaky start, going down 4-0, so we're able to tie the game up 4-4, and then the game slipped away, losing by 4 runs in a 14-5 game. Today they come out swinging. The bats are hot. First pitch thrown too high. As it looks like Seth Lloyd is up to bat here. Second pitch too high. 2-0 count here with 0 outs and a 7-0 ball game for Southern Virginia University. Seth is going to get under that one, and it's not going to stay fair. So close, making it a 2-1 count. McKinley Miles needs to settle down just a little bit. As a play at bat ago, he gave up a home run to Ben Agnew. What can he do here? 2-1 count, pitch is thrown, and that's going to be a strike. 2-2 count for Johnson and Wales. Fifth pitch coming your way, 2-2 count. McKinley looking. And Seth is going to get under that one, and it does have a chance to go out the park. It does not. As the outfielder, Isaiah Hatcher is able to make the play there on the senior Seth Lloyd and get him out. as Mason Jones, the home run leader for Southern Virginia University, is at bat. Might not be the home run leader after this game, as Southern Virginia's bats are hot. What can you do against a junior pitcher, McKinley Miles? First pitch coming your way. It's going to be a strike. Fastball inside. Second pitch. Is he going to go? And hard to tell if he went there. The umps are talking, and he does go there. 0-2 count for Mason Jones here. McKinley Miles needs something here. Needs to get another out. What can he do here? Third pitch coming. Mason's going to get under that one. That's going to be another hit for Southern Virginia University. A single for Mason Jones. Bottom of the second, 7-0 ball game. 1 out remaining for Southern Virginia University as the bats are hot for Southern Virginia University. Up to bat here is Zach Gersten, as we're going to have a pitcher timeout. A coaching timeout to talk to his pitcher. And we'll be as we do have a pitching here, change here, as John Quinones steps up to pitch for Johnson and Wales, as McKinley gave up 3 runs. And what can this young pitcher do? True freshman out of North Carolina versus Zach Gersten. He's going to throw it to first to try to get Mason Jones out, but it's not going to work. He's going to throw it back and not going to get him out. John looking here to try to get out of this inning and stop some of this bleeding. Let's see what he can do. First pitch coming your way. He's going to get under that one as Zach is going to be a foul ball. 0-1 count. Bottom of the second with 1 out, as this has been a dream start for the Southern Virginia University. Let's see what John could do here. 0-1 count. Runner on first. Pitch is thrown. It's going to be too far outside. 1-1 count as that slider got a little away from him. Man on first for Southern Virginia University. And a 1-1 count. As Mason's going to steal second, it's not going to matter. That's going to stay fair for Southern Virginia University as Mason runs to third, and he's safe as Zach gets a hit and is on first base as they have corners for Southern Virginia University. As Garrett Stuffers up to bat, the junior from Utah. Can he get one home here and add on to the 0-0 ball game? Man on third, man on first. First pitch coming your way. It's going to be a swing and a foul ball. As Zach was looking like he was going to steal, but it's going to be a foul ball. It would make sense here for the first base runner and Zach to steal to prevent the double play. But let's see what they do here. John's second pitch versus Garrett, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. 0-2 count, 1 out, bottom of the second for Southern Virginia University. You would expect Zach here to try to make that steal. What would he do? Garrett hits it, and that's going back, and it should come to this outfielder, and he makes the grab, number 4 from Johnson and Wales, but it's good enough to get someone home as Mason Jones runs in to add to this score. 8-0 ball game. As Garrett has a great job of getting the ball up in the air and getting someone home. Number 4, Jaden Nereves gets the catch, but not in time to send Mason Jones home. Man on first still, and Zach. Oh, 1 count. As Ryan Ferris is at to bat. And a 2-out, bottom of the second, in an 8-0 ball game. And he's going to swing at that one. And can he make the play? He's not going to be able to make the play as Ryan gets a single here early. Man on second, man on first for Southern Virginia University. And number 16, Logan Austin is up to bat here. A runner still in scoring position for Southern Virginia University, excuse me. Can they send him home here? In an 8-0 ball game, bottom of the second. First pitch coming. Pitch thrown. It's going to be slider too far outside, making a 1-0 count. As like I mentioned earlier, this is a newer team in Johnson and Wales, so there will be struggles early on in their program's history. But right now they're down 8-0 to the Southern Virginia University. Let's see what we can do here. It's going to be outside of the zone again, making it a 2-0 count as the ball's just kind of getting out of John's hands, not in the correct way. And he's missing the zone, but he only needs 1 out to get out of this inning. Can he get the 1 out here? Or will Logan Austin say something about it? Third pitch coming your way. It's going to go right to the third baseman in an out as John gets out of this nightmare inning in an 8-0 ball game here at Charlie Manuel Field. And we'll be back with you top of the third where Johnson and Wales have an opportunity to try to put some runs up. As Southern Virginia starts this game red hot. In 2 innings, they have 8 hits and 8 runs as they're looking to make a quick 3 and out. Top of the third, 8-0 ball game. First pitch coming your way. Hits the edge of the zone, and it's going to be a ball. 0-1 count for Zach. At bat here for Johnson and Wales is Jaden Nervez. And that's going to be a strike for Zach as he gets the edge of that box. 1-1 count. See what he could do here. Pitch coming. That's going to be a little too high, making a 2-1 count here for Zach. Two 1 count. Zach has been good today. What can he cook here? He's going to swing at Jaden. It's going to be a foul ball, 2-2 count, as that ball's for a fan. As Johnson and Wales are trying to get that dugout with some energy. Down a lot right now. Top of the third. Can they get their bats hot? As that hit is going to, go between Seth and the second baseman. That's going to be a single for Jaden Nervez. And can Johnson and Will start building on some of this momentum as they got finally someone on first? And earlier in the last inning, they left 2 stranded, 1 on third, 1 on second. What can they do here? Or will Garrett close that door? Zach close that door. Oh, 1 count here. Top of the third, 0 outs. Zach Gearston looking for the second pitch. That's not going to get the top of the zone, which he was aiming for. It's going to be a 1-1 count. Zach Gearston looking. That's going to be a swing and a miss for Zach Gearston. That's going to be another swing and a miss. 3 strikes, 3 swings, He's out. Zach Gearston is looking pretty good early on for Southern Virginia University. They have 1 man on first, though, for Johnson and Wales. Can they get some momentum here? First pitch coming. A little too high, 1-0 count. Top of the third with 1 out. Second pitch coming. As the dugout for Johnson and Wales is starting to get a little rowdy. Trying to edge on their batters. 2-0 count. As Sammy Nervez is up to bat here. Two-0 count, 1 out away. There we go. A strike for Zach there. A 2-1 count, 1 out, top of the third. Jordan Brown is at bat there. Sammy was the last person to bat. Jordan's going to hit it, and it's going to skip in between the shortstop and the second baseman. And now Johnson and Wales has someone in scoring position at number 4, Jaden Nervez. And they have a man on first, a man on second. As they have Jordan Brown is up to bat here. Can he send someone home and try to lower this lead in an 8-0 ball game, top of the third? Pitches a swing and a miss by Zach. As Carlton Ramirez steps up to bat here, trying to get some momentum early for Johnson and Wales. 1 out, 0-1 count. Second pitch thrown, and he's gonna miss. That looked kind of like an ugly swing there. as Carlitos Ramirez is next up on deck right now. Right here, if you're Johnson and Wales, you're just trying to get people on. You can't really worry about the score being 8-0. You just got to worry about the next at bat. What can they do here? And that's going to be a strike, excuse me. 2 outs for Southern Virginia University, top of the third in an 8-0 ball game. Johnson has runners in scoring position with a man on second and a man on first. Can they bring someone home? 2 outs. That's going to be swinging a hit. And is that going back? It's back and that's gone! 330 feet out of the park. 3-8 ball game here at Charlie Manuel Field. As it was hard to say who got under that. Excuse me, it was Ramirez with the 3-home run shot. 333 feet to the left field. As that's going to make the score 8-3 here at Charlie Manuel Field. Zach left that pitch a little too far out there, and that was a great job of getting underneath that pitch. But what can you do here? The bases are emptied now. And that was a great job by Johnson and Wales, like I said, just trying to get people on base. That's exactly what they did. 0-1 count, strike. That's exactly what they did, and they're able to find a home run there. Cutting into the deficit, now only down 5. What can they do here? Swinging a hit. That should be a foul ball for Johnson and Wales. 3-8 game, 2 outs, 0-2 count. Can Zach stuff him out right here? A swing and a miss. Striked out. And that's your third out of the inning. We'll be back with you, bottom of the third, to see if SVU can respond to that. Welcome back, bottom of the third, and now things are getting interesting. For Southern Virginia, it's going to be a first hit, and he's going to get it. That's going to bounce right between the shortstop. As number 7, Brooks Burda, is able to get a single here early. Bottom of the third, and an 8-3 ball game. Connor Robley steps up to bat here. John's going to throw it a little too far. And that's going to be a 1-0 count here early. for Connor Robley. Connor Robley's going to hit that one, and that's going back and almost out of the park as number 4, Jaden Reves, makes the play. And that was a one good wind gust to get it out of the park as Jaden is able to make the play against Connor Robley. That's been hot the last 2 days. And Ben Agnew's up to bat here. Earlier, had a home run, a beautiful home run. So, Brooks was almost caught stealing second. Seth Lloyd on deck here. As earlier from Johnson and Wales, that was a great home run by their main guy, Marco Fernandez. He's been hot for them. That pitch is going to be a little too high. 1-1 count, 1 out for Southern Virginia University as Marco Fernandez has been hot recently. Last game had 2 home runs. Can he make some of that magic here today? 8-3 ball game. That's going to be a little bit outside. Slider got a little bit away from him. 2-1 count for Ben Agnew. 1 out. Bottom of the third here. Ben looking to add on. Can he get another home run? And it looks like Brooks is trying to steal second. And he's gonna get there and steal second. Still a 2-1 count. As Brooks Burdett gets the 2-2 count for Ben Agnew. What can he do here? 5th pitch going your way. That's going to be a little bit outside. And it should be a walk. Excuse me. So it was a 3-1 count. Scoreboard was wrong. And that was now a 4-1. A walk. As John walked Ben Agnew, which might be the better decision. As last inning, he got a home run. What can he do here for Southern Virginia University? As Seth Lloyd's at the bat, we have a runner in scoring position. Runner on second. Runner on first. The senior Seth Lloyd, can he send him home? First pitch coming your way. John's going to throw it a little bit too far outside. As the catcher and John are going to have a little talk here. Let's see if John can settle down the pitcher from Johnson and Wales. As right now, any pitcher hasn't had success with Southern Virginia University as their bats are red hot. Let's see what they can do here. Bottom of the third, 1 out, 1-0 ball game. 1-0 count. 8-3 ball game. Pitch is going to be a little, no, it's going to find the zone. It looked a little too high. But says strike, 1-1 count. 1 out. Can John keep finding that spot, or will Seth send someone home? And that pitch is too far low. Looked like a curveball. Got a little bit away from him. Hit the dirt. 2-1 count. 1 out for Southern Virginia University. 8-3 ball game. Pitch coming your way. 2-1 count. And he's going to swing on that one, and that's going back right to us. And number 4 can make the play. Jaden Reves makes the play. 2 outs here. As Seth got good contact with it, but it ended up being a pop-up out here for number 4. As he's making plays. Jaden, that's his second catch of the inning. He's moving good out here. The outfielder for Johnson and Wales. The sophomore from New York. Yorktown Heights, New York. What can John do here? 3-8 ball game. Bottom of the third. 2 outs. As Mason Jones steps up to bat here. versus John Quinones. Runner still in scoring position for Southern Virginia University. That's going to find the strike zone, making it a 1-1 count with 2 outs here. And this would be a great inning for John if he can not let anyone score after starting off the inning a little shaky. Can he find that zone and get out of this inning without any Southern Virginia players running home? That's going to find the zone again. 1-2 count here, 2 outs. Can John punch him out right here? Or will Mason say something about it? Mason Jones out of Utah. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Bottom of the third for Southern Virginia University. Pitch is thrown a little bit too far outside. That's going to be a cutter that couldn't find the zone. 2-2, 2 outs. What can he do here? Looks like the batter's going to take a timeout. Mason Jones. Can he find a way to get? And that's going to be a ball. Excuse me, a ball. 3-2 count. Can he find a way to get number 7, Brooks Burnett, home here? Or will John punch him out and stop the bleeding and stop the scoring? Let's see what happens here. 3-2 count, full count here. Can John cook up? Pitch is thrown, and it's going to be a foul ball. Mason staying alive. Runner on second, runner on third. Ben Agnew on second. Brooks Burnett on third. Mason Jones up to bat. John Quinones has a chance right here to end the inning. Pitch is thrown. Mason's going to get under it. And it's no! The shortstop cannot make the play. Brooks Burnett goes home. And it looks like number 4, Ben Agnew goes home too. That's going to be a double for Mason Jones, the sophomore out of Utah. Making it a 10-3 ball game. As right there, Johnson and Wales has to make that play. And went straight to him. That needs to be a routine play made by the shortstop and get out of this inning. But instead, Southern Virginia University adds 2 to their lead, making it 10-3. Bottom of the third, 2 outs still. Can Southern Virginia score again? Mason Jones on second. Zach Gearson up to bat. He swings for that first hit, and that's going to land for Zach Gearson. And Mason Jones gets home. A single for an RBI single for Zach Gearson. Man on first for Southern Virginia University. Again, this is a dream start for Southern Virginia University. As last game, the game got a little out of hand. But here, it is all Southern Virginia University early as Garrett Stuffer is up to bat. Runner on first. And he's going to hit the first pitch, and the shortstop's got to make the play. Number 25 from Johnson and Wales. Marco Fernandez earlier hit a home run. Earlier couldn't get that ball that led to SVU scoring 2, but he makes the play there, redeems himself. 8-11, ball game. And we'll be back with you top of the 4th. And we're back top of the fourth here at Charlie's Manual Field in Buena Vista, Virginia, as Southern Virginia takes the early lead, making it an 11-3 ball game. Zach Gearston has been cooking here early. It's going to be a strike. 0-1 count. Aiden Santos up to bat. That's the only, 0-2 count there for Zach. As the only real problem Zach has given up was that home run to Marco Fernandez. But like I said, he's been cooking recently. Can't blame him there. Pitch is going to be a little bit too far outside, making a 1-2 count. Top of the fourth, 0 outs for Johnson and Wales. Johnson and Wales last inning had a great job of getting runners on bases, and then Marco sending him home, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. 1 out. Centenos is out. Next up to bat for Johnson and Wales is Logan Howland. Like I was saying earlier, Zach Gearston has 6 strikeouts so far and only allowing 5 hits and 3 innings of work here. As that first pitch is going to miss a 1-0 with 1 out away. Logan Howland. He's going to swing at that one. And that cannot stay fair. And it's not going to stay fair. Just outside. Foul ball. 1-1 count. As Logan Howland, a freshman out of North Carolina. Like I said earlier, Zach Gearston has 6 strikeouts. He is dealing out here early on a Friday afternoon. Pitch is going to be too far inside. 2-1 count, 1 out, 11-3 ball game. Pitch coming your way. Foul ball. As Isaiah Hatcher is on deck here for Johnson and Wales. Can Zach get another strikeout? 2-2 count, 1 out. Johnson and Wales are looking for some type of momentum shift. That's going to find the zone. Zach Gearston gets him out. 2 outs, 3-11 game. 1 more out remaining for Johnson and Wales. Top of the fourth. This will be a quick inning if they can't get nothing going here. As Isaiah Hatcher's up to bat. That's going to be a strike. Zach is dealing 7 outs, 5 hits with an ERA of 3. That's going to find the zone again. 0-2 count, 2 outs, top of the fourth, 11-3 ball game. Isaiah Hatcher, freshman out of North Carolina. As a lot of these guys are out of North Carolina. He's not going to find the zone. The slider gets a little bit away from him. He's had success on a cutter. He had success throwing anywhere. Zach has. Let's see if he can find success here. 1-2 game. 1-2 count. 2 outs. Fourth pitch coming your way. That's not going to find the zone. Slider still gets away from him just a little bit. 2-2 count. Cutter, it looks like. Gets away from him. Can Zach get him out? Can Isaiah Hatcher have something to say about it? And Isaiah Hatcher swings it out. Zach says, get out of here. Zach Gearston gets him out. 8 strikeouts through 4 innings of play. 3-11 ball game. And we'll be back with you bottom of the fourth here at Charles Manual Field. Number 15 leads off Ryan Ferris here early for Southern Virginia University, and a 3-11 game. SVU bats staying hot. John Quinones is trying to stop the bleeding and trying to respond here, make another quick inning, or try to have a quick inning of their own. As it looks like Ryan was trying to go for a bunt there, but the ball misses the zone, and the ump's not going to call it, so it's a 1-0 count for Ryan Ferris. A swing and a hit, and that's going back, and the number 4 makes the play again. Jaden Nervez makes the play. He has been cooking. Johnson and Wales has seen a lot of success, but number 4 in the outfield has been cooking. As Logan Austin steps up to bat here for Southern Virginia University. First pitch, going to be a little too high. 1-0 count. Bottom of the 4th. 1 out. Can Logan Austin, the freshman from Racine, respond, and that's going to be a foul ball. Almost hit someone in the dugout. It did hit someone in the dugout there. Hopefully he's okay for Johnson and Wales, as that was coming out hot. John Quinones is looking to get out of this inning without any more runs, because so far, every inning, Southern Virginia has scored. Pitch is thrown. John's going to find the zone, make it a 1-1 count with 1 out in a 3-11 ball game. Pitch is thrown. Logan's going to get under that one. And it should be a routine play for the second baseman, and he makes connection with the first baseman, gets him out. That's number 16, Logan Austin from Racine, Virginia. He gets out of there. Next up to bat, Brooks Burnett, which so far today has 2 at-bats and 2 hits. He's been cooking. Number 7, Brooks Burnett, the junior from Charleston, South Carolina. 2 outs away. Johnson needs 1 out to end the inning. Johnson and Wales needs 1 out to end this inning. Bottom of the 4th. 0-1 count. As he's going to go for the bunt attempt. And it's going to land fair, it looks like. Yes, it is fair. No, it is not. It's going to be a foul ball. Hard to see from this angle. It's going to be a foul ball for Southern Virginia University, making an 0-2 count as he tried going for the bunt there in Brooks. 0-2 count, I have nothing to lose, 2 outs. We could see a huge swing here from Brooks, as already has 2 hits and 2 at-bats. Can Brooks say something here? The junior from South Carolina. That's going to be a strike for John and get out of this inning, allowing 0 runs. Finally, a relief for Johnson and Wales, as we'll see you top of the 5th in a 3-11 ball game. And we're back, top of the 5th in a 3-11 ball game for the Southern Virginia University versus Johnson and Wales. The Wildcats, earlier 2 innings ago, had success. Can they pick up some steam? Or will Zach Gearston say something about that? First pitch, going to be a little too far outside. 1-0 count, misses the strike zone. Zach has been dealing. 4 innings of play, 8 strikeouts, allowing 5 hits, as that one is not going to find the zone again. 2-0 count, top of the 5th. Pitch thrown. That's going to find the zone. 2-1 count, 0 outs for Johnson and Wales. Can they get some momentum going? And that's going to be a swing and a hit. That should pop up straight to Mason Jones. And Mason makes the play as Jaden Nereves cannot get on base. And he's had success earlier, and he's been really good in the outfield today, but cannot get it going here. As Sammy Nereves steps up to bat here, as he struck out earlier from Zach Gearston, but he's been dealing with 8 strikeouts and 5 hits allowed. What can happen here? Sammy hits the ball up. That looks like, can Mason get it again? Nope, it's going to be Connor Robley there to make the play. As this might be a quick inning for Johnson and Wales. You got to wonder when they can start building some momentum and flip this game around, or Southern Virginia run away with the lead. As Jordan Brown steps up to bat here. As he's going to sit on the first pitch. It's going to be high inside and find the zone. 0-1 count, 2 outs remaining. Top of the 5th. That's going to be a ball. 1-1 count, 2 outs. It's not going to find the zone. Jordan Brown at the bat here. He already has 2 hits. That's going to find the zone. 1-2 count for Zach. As Jordan Brown has had 2 at-bats earlier with 2 hits, as he's been a bright spot for this team. Can he get something going here? He's going to swing and hit, and he's going to find a zone and get a hit. There you go for Johnson and Wales, as he has 3 at-bats and 3 hits. He's been a bright side this afternoon. As Carlton Ramirez steps up to bat here with 2 outs in a 3-11 ball game, top of the 5th. And on deck is the big hitter. Oh, it's not going to matter. Seth Lloyd makes the play to the second baseman, number 7, Brooks Burdick, gets out of the inning. And that's it. We'll see you bottom of the 5th here at Charles Manuel Field. Connor Robley steps up to bat here versus John Quinones, as Southern Virginia has been red hot. Can the Knights keep adding to this 3-11 lead? First pitch coming your way. That's going to find the zone, making it a 0-1 count here early for Southern Virginia University. As I like to mention, Johnson and Wales, this is their first year as a baseball team. Second pitch coming. That's going to find the zone again for John. 0-2 count. 3-11 ball game. As this is their first year as a baseball team, so there will be a lot of pains. Third pitch is going to swing, and he's going to find a spot for that ball's corner. Robley gets a single. As again, this is their first year playing collegiate baseball. There will be a lot of ups and downs, but there's a lot of bright spots for this young team, especially in the outfield. And number 4, Jaden Nereves. But up bat to bat now for Southern Virginia University is Ben Agnew, and he's been cooking. 3 RBIs early, a home run, and 2 at-bats. As he's going to check it here, the pitcher, throw over to first, make sure Connor Robley's not stealing. Ben Agnew here. Pitch is going to be high. Man on first for Southern Virginia University. 1-0 count. 0 outs for SVU. Can Ben Agnew add to his great performance today? It looks like he's going to go for a bunt. He's not going to get the bunt, but it was a bunt attempt. It should be a 1-1 count here. It's a 2-0 count as Seth Lloyd is up to bat. Is on deck, as John throws it back to the first, trying to stop him from stealing, as Connor Robley has had a game so far. Pitch coming. Connor Robley's going to try stealing. Connor Robley gets there just in time to steal second. A runner in scoring position. Ben Agnew has a great opportunity here to have a 4 RBI game. Right now the count's 2-1. Ben Agnew, what can he do here versus John Quinones? Fourth pitch coming your way. Pitch is thrown, and it's a little too far outside. 3-1 count. As John has a lot of success throwing in between, a little bit upper in that left-hand corner of the batter, of a right-handed batter, or anywhere inside. He's had good success, but so far the ball's just getting away from him. 3-1 count for John. Runner in scoring position for Southern Virginia University, and that's going to be a walk. Ben Agnew on first. Connor Robley on second. So far, Seth Lloyd is up to bat, the senior Seth out of Wyoming. 2 at-bats thus far this game, 0 hits, but right here would be a great opportunity to get Connor Robley home. John Quinones needs to settle down. Seth's going to go for the bunt. Not going to get there, but Connor Robley's going to steal third, and he's safe. Man on third, man on second. Seth with a great opportunity to get someone home. 0-1 count for Seth Lloyd. John Quinones, thus far in this game, has given up 4 hits, has 1 strikeout and 2 batters walked, and 2 innings of play. Can he flip the switch here? 0 outs for Southern Virginia University. 0-1 count. Pitch coming your way. Steph's going to get under that one. Second baseman can make the play there. Looked a little iffy at first. But number 2, Sammy Nereves makes the play. As Seth Lloyd hasn't had the best day today thus far. And he gets out. And Mason Jones, the bomber from Utah, is up to bat here. Leads SVU in home runs. Can he do something here against John Quinones? 1 out. That's going to be a strike. 0-1 count. Thus far, it's a 3-11 ball game for Southern Virginia University. 0-1 count, 1 out. Great opportunity to get someone home here. Can Mason get Connor Robley home? Second pitch coming your way. Mason's going to swing and miss. Great cutter inside. As like I mentioned earlier, he's finding a lot of success throwing in that inside half. As Mason is the most struck-out batter in SVU, but has the most home runs. So he's hitting it. John throwing a little bit outside. And that ball's going to hit the dirt. It's a 1-2 count here. Ben Agnew on second. Connor Robley on third. Can Mason send someone home here? He has 2 hits thus far in this game at 3 at-bats. Pitch coming your way. Mason's going to swing, and it's going to be a foul ball. 1-2 count. 1 out for the Knights. The Wildcats have a lot of freshmen on this roster. There's a lot of youth and a lot of talent. The scoreboard does not say that, but this team is still good, and the Knights have been balling. That's going to not find the zone. That should be a 2-2 count with 1 out. Like I was mentioned earlier, Johnson Wales do have a lot of talent, so don't let the score dictate how you feel about these young, talented roster. And Southern Virginia University has just been hooping. The bats have been red hot. Mason Jones strikes out. The bats have been hot for SVU, and you wonder where this was yesterday. As Zach Gearston steps up to bat here, man, this guy can do it all. He can hit dingers, strike you out. What can he do here with a man on third, man on second, scoring position, 2 outs? SVU looking to add on to their 3-11 lead. First pitch coming. Going to be a ball. A little bit too far outside, 1-0 count. Curveball a little bit, got away from him there. But like I mentioned earlier, where was this from SVU yesterday? I don't know, but they woke up at the right side of the bed, and that bat is hot. Second pitch coming your way. And he's going to get under that one, and that's going to be an RBI. And can he get 2 in? SVU scores. Bang! Ben Agnew and Connor Robley score as number 22, Zach Gearston, is having a day. 9 strikeouts, 2 RBIs. You can't ask for a better day. As up to bat here is Garrett Stuffer, the junior from Utah. John Quinones needs to settle down a little bit. That's going to be hit straight to the third baseman. Should be a routine play. Passes it to the first. And he's not. He's safe. Garrett outruns the throw. And Garrett gets there. You could tell this offseason he was added to those legs. He got some juice there. He was hustling and gets there. Beats the arm of the third baseman, 27, from John Wales. Jordan Brown. Garrett at first. Number 22 from Southern Virginia University, Zach Gearston, on second scoring position here. Can SVU get another 1 home? That's going to find the zone. As Ryan Ferris, the catcher from Greensville, Virginia, is up to bat, trying to add on to this 13-3 ball game as Southern Virginia has came alive here. 2 outs remaining. Swing and hit. And the third baseman cannot make the play. And that's going to send number 22, Zach Gearston, home. And going to move Garrett Stuffer to third. And Ryan Ferris gets an RBI. Southern Virginia is hot. Logan Austin at the bat from Ruffine, Virginia. A local boy. Can he get someone home? SVU has runners on third, runners on second, and a 14-3 ball game, bottom of the 5th, 2 outs. Or can John Quinones finally punch him out and get out of this dreadful inning? First pitch coming. Going to be a strike. He finding that zone. John has had some favorable counts here. A 1-2 counts, some 2-2 counts. He just cannot find a way to get an out. He needs one here. Runners on third, runners on second. Swinging a foul ball. Logan Austin. Can he do something here? 0-2 count. Bottom of the 5th, 2 outs. John needs a play here, trying to get out of this inning. And he's not going to find it. 1-2 is the count. 2 outs. John needs to go back to that inside part of the batters. He's had success earlier this game throwing it, and he finds that inside, like I just said. He's going to strike him out, and John stops the bleeding. It is 14-3 at Charles Manuel Field, and we'll be back with you. Top of the sixth, where Johnson and Wales have an opportunity to try to build a little momentum and get back in this ball game. Zach Gearson has had a day, still pitching for the Knights. He has 8 strikeouts and 5 innings of work, only giving up 6 hits and 3 runs. Can he keep that energy alive? Marco Fernandez has been hot this week, hit a home run earlier, 3 RBIs. Can he do something here? That's going to find the strike zone. 0-1 count and a 14-3 ball game. It's important to keep in mind, if Johnson and Wales cannot score and keep this competitive, we will end in 7 innings. Pitch is thrown. That's going to find the zone again. 0-2 is the count. Top of the sixth here. As we maybe we'll see Zach pitch the whole game. He's been lights out. Can he keep it up? 8 strikeouts thus far. That's going to be a ball. 1-2 count. And Fernandez is going to get under that one. And it's going to stay fair for Fernandez as he's going to try to go for a second. And he gets there. Marco Fernandez with the double, as he has also been a bright spot for this struggling team. As both teams enter, as Johnson Wales enter 1-10, Southern Virginia University enters 1-9. But there's a lot of hope for both clubs as they're 0-0 in conference play, haven't even played conference. And in D3 baseball, that's what actually matters. But this would be a huge confidence boost for a ball club in Southern Virginia University that has talent. Pitching has been an issue for them this season. But today, Zach Gearson has been lights out. As the manager from Southern Virginia University is going to come out and talk to his pitcher, and Zach. Dev Hernandez is up to bat for Johnson and Wales. So far, Dev has a 1-out bout and is striking out. Right here, there's no outs. 0-0 count. First pitch coming your way. 14-3 ball game. Top of the sixth. He's going to swing under that, and that's going to be a foul ball. Another gift for a fan. As it looks like number 24, Benjamin Jackson, is warming up for Southern Virginia University. Can expect a pitching change soon, as that does not find the strike zone, making it a 1-1 count. 0 outs. For Johnson and Wales, great opportunity to score here, keep the game alive, keep it past the 7th inning, and give their team some hope. Dev Hernandez looking, pitch a little too high. As Zach thrown a lot of pitches today. Has thrown 70 pitches. Arm might be starting to give up a little bit, but let's see what he could do here. Johnson and Wales have a runner in scoring position. Haven't said that much today, and that ball's hit beautifully, and that's going out of the park. Home run. Johnson and Wales. 5-14 ball game. That's exactly what Johnson and Wales needed. Keep this game competitive. Try to get back in this game. As now they're only down 9. A minute ago down 11. And that was a great hit. As Zach Gearson has had a great day. But I feel like Southern Virginia University managers got to make a pitching change here shortly. Important to keep in mind that now we will see 9 innings unless Southern Virginia can keep scoring. First pitch coming. That's going to be a strike. Aiden Santos has struck out earlier, but thus far right now, Johnson and Wales have had a good inning. Can they keep it up? That's going to be an ugly miss. A little bit too early. 0-2 count. 5-14 ball game. Top of the 6th. As earlier we just saw a home run last at bat. That slider's not going to find the zone. 2-2 count. And he's going to get striking out. Excuse me, the count was 2-2. And that makes it 2-3. That's another strikeout for Zach Gearston. Holy smokes, folks. He has 9 strikeouts in 5 innings of play. As it looks like we might see a pitching change. And if it is a pitching change, you got to give Zach Gearston a lot of credit. He's pitched well thus far in this game. Has allowed 5 runs, but 9 strikeouts. And the only runs he's allowed have been home runs. The ball's just gotten away from him on those pitches. But he's been dealing today, as it looks like we will see a pitching change. We'll be back with you shortly. As we do have a pitching change. Benjamin Jackson comes in for Southern Virginia University. As Johnson and Wales, the Wildcats, have had some momentum this inning. Can they keep it alive? Ball's hit, swung on well, and that's going to stay fair for the batter, Logan Holland. His first hit of this afternoon. That's going to be a single for Logan Holland. And a 5-14 game with 1 out for Johnson and Wales. Can the momentum start to flip? Can Johnson and Wales mount a comeback on Southern Virginia University? As Benjamin Jackson is a freshman from California. Next up to bat here for Johnson and Wales, Isaiah Hatcher. 2 at-bats thus far and 2 strikeouts. Can Benjamin get him out here? 0-1 count. 1 out remaining. Excuse me, 1 out in this inning. 2 outs remaining. Southern Virginia looking to stop them from scoring as they had 2 runs this inning, and that's going to be a strike. 0-2 count. Beautiful, beautiful cutter. Finds the end edge of the strike zone. 0-2 count, 1 out remaining. Excuse me, 1 out this inning. That looked like a strike, but the ump's not going to call that. 1-2 count, 5-14 ball game, top of the 6th. The bat's getting hot for Johnson and Wales. The Wildcats are coming alive. Can they keep the momentum going? Hit, and that's going to find a soft spot in between the second baseman and the first baseman as that moves a runner in scoring position for Johnson and Wales. Number 24, Logan Howland on second. As Isaiah Hatcher gets a hit there. Isaiah Hatcher on first. Logan on second. Runner in scoring position. Jaden Revis has been hooping out in outfield. Can he say something here? First hit, first swing, right to Mason Jones with the play. As 24 tags up. And he's going to stay at third. They're able to steal third. Oh, he didn't touch the bag. And that's a blunder for Logan Howland. He didn't tag up. And that's a double. That's a double play here as Johnson and Wales didn't tag up. And that's out number 3. And we'll be back with you bottom of the 6th. James Long is coming in to pitch for Johnson and Wales. Trying to build on some momentum as they had 2 runs an inning ago. Excuse me, at the top of this inning in the 6th. We're at the bottom of the 6th here in a 14-5 ball game. James Long, a freshman out of Monroe, North Carolina, is going against Brooks Burden, who's had a day. 3 at-bats and 2 hits, 1 strikeout. What can he do here? First pitch coming your way. That's not going to find the zone. 1-0 count. On deck for Southern Virginia University is Connor Robley, and he's been hot this week. And that's going to find the edge of the zone. 1-1 count here for the freshman. James Long looking. 1-1 count. Pitch is thrown. Try to find that same location. That one went a little bit too far outside. Looks like he's throwing a slider, getting a little bit away from him. 2-1 count. Two one count, 14-5 game, bottom of the sixth. Pitch coming. Swing and a miss by Brooks Burden. 2-2 count. As there has been some bright spots for this Johnson and Wales team. Especially at Marco Fernandez. Swing and a miss. Throwing a first. Got him out. Made a little contact with the ball. Wasn't enough to do anything. Ball's being passed around. That's a good first out for James Long, the freshman. Connor Robley steps up to bat here, though. Again, has been red hot. And if I'm a freshman pitcher, that's probably the last guy I want to see right now. But let's see what Connor could do. First pitch coming. It's going to be a strike. Cutter inside, 0-1 count, 1 out, and a 5-14 ball game as Connor Robley, 4 at-bats, 3 hits, an RBI. What more can you ask for? Second pitch coming your way. Finding the zone there, 0-2 count. As Connor Robley hasn't struck out yet today. The outfielder. What can happen here? Third pitch coming your way. A little bit too high. 1-2 count. Like I mentioned earlier, Marco Fernandez has been a bright spot for this team. Also, outfielder Jaden Reves has been a bright spot too. This team has some talent, but can they build it together here towards the end of this game in a 9-run game? Down 9 runs? Ball's going to be a little bit too outside. 2-2 game, 1 out. 14-5 ball game, bottom of the sixth. Ben Agnew on deck. As Connor Robley's going to get under that one. That's going to be a foul ball. As this spot right here and the lineup for Southern Virginia is very dangerous. You have Ben Agnew. And you have Connor Robley, then Ben Agnew. 2 seniors. 2 phenomenal players here. 2-2 count, 1 out. Can SVU add on to their 9-run lead? James is shaking. Pitch is thrown. It's going to be a ball. We're at a full count here. 3-2 count with their true freshman, James Long versus Connor Robley. Pitch is coming. The payoff pitch right here. James is thinking a little bit too far outside. That's going to walk Connor Robley. And now this is where I'm saying it gets dangerous. You have Ben Agnew up to bat. On deck, 34, Seth Lloyd. You got a lot of experience between these 3 batters. Can they get another guy home here? And a 14-3 ball game, 5 ball game. 1 out, bottom of the sixth. First pitch coming your way. He's going to throw it to first to try to get him out. And Connor Robley runs back just in time. 0-0 count, 1 out for Southern Virginia University. First pitch coming your way. Ooh, almost hits Ben Agnew. Maybe Ben should have leaned into that one to go on for the team. But it's going to be a 1-0 count with 1 out, 14-5 ball game, bottom of the sixth. Man on first for Southern Virginia University and Connor Robley. That pitch is going to get away from him again. Trying to get that in side. Looks like a cutter. I'm not too sure, but getting the inside. Just going a little bit too far inside. 2-0 count here. Bottom of the sixth. Third pitch coming. Man on first for Southern Virginia University. He's going to throw it back to first. Trying to check. Connor Robley, fast enough to get back there in time. Jersey just a little bit more dirty now. Seth Lloyd on deck, like I mentioned earlier. This is a good spot for the batters of Southern Virginia University. As there he finally finds the strike zone, 2-1 count. And James Long, the righty, throwing it back to first. Keep checking it. Got to imagine a little bit of nerves going on for James Long here. As every pitcher so far in this game has let up a run, and that's going to be foul ball. Oh, no, it's... Let's see what the ump says. Foul ball. Bottom of the sixth, 1 out. Should be a 2-1 count here with 1 out for Southern Virginia University. Ben Agnew is battling here. Ben has 3 RBIs, has been walked 2 times, and has 1 hit at 2 at-bat appearances. Swinging a hit, and that's going. Foul ball, a gift for a fan there. As this is a great game thus far for Southern Virginia University. Hopefully they can close it out here in the latter half. 3 innings remaining. But they have been hot. They've had home runs. They've had a lot of hits. They have 13 hits as a team. Almost everyone has a hit. It's been a great Friday afternoon for the Knights. And Ben's going to hit it. And it's going to be a foul ball. 2-2 count. Great afternoon for the Knights. A sour afternoon for the Wildcats. There's still a lot of game left. But you can only imagine for the Knights this would be an amazing confidence booster for a ball team that's 1-9. And there's still talent all over this field. Two count coming. 1 out for the Knights. Pitch thrown. Ben's going to get under that one. That's going to be a single for Ben Agnew. Sends Connor Robley all the way to third. Ooh, Ben got a little greedy there. Was about to go for second, but instead he dives back in for first. You got corners for Southern Virginia University with a senior and Seth Lloyd up to bat. Like I mentioned earlier, right here's a sweet spot for SVU. Got 3 experience, 3 of the better batters on the ball club. Right here with Seth Lloyd having an opportunity to send someone home. On deck is Mason Jones too. Things could get a little out of hand right here. James Long is looking for maybe a double play here. There's 1 out. He needs something. Seth Lloyd, thus far, hasn't had a hit yet. They're going to check it back to first. Hasn't had a hit yet. Can he get a hit here and send Connor Robley home? James Long gets the top edge of the strike zone. 0-1 count, 1 out. 14-5 ball game, bottom of the sixth. Second pitch coming your way. As Ben Agnew steals second. Eliminates the possibility of a double play. A little surprising seeing James Long so anxious about earlier someone stealing first. You would think he would check, but he doesn't. Lets the runner gets the second, and now SVU is in a great opportunity here with Seth Lloyd at bat. Runners on third, runner on second. Can SVU build on a 14-5 lead? One out. Pitch coming your way. A little bit too far outside. 2-1 count. One out. On deck is still Mason Jones. A bomber. 2-1 count for Seth Lloyd's been patient thus far. What will this pitch bring us? It's going to be a ball. 3-1 count. Senior staying patient. Connor Robley on third. Ben Agnew on second. Seth at bat. Can he get him home? Pitch coming. This is going to be something hittable. No, it's not. He wants Seth Lloyd. And now Mason Jones has a chance for a grand slam. Would bust this game wide open, swing the momentum right back to Southern Virginia University. Mason Jones, a sophomore, coming out of Utah, Draper, Utah, versus the freshman James Long. Freshman on sophomore action. First pitch coming. 0-1 count. A little bit too far inside. 0-1 count. 1-0 count. One out. Bottom of the sixth. Bases loaded for the Knights. James Long looking. Cannot find the zone. 2-0 count. There still is a possibility for a double play here. Expect something low, as James Long's last couple pitches have been low. 2-0 count. Pitch a little bit high. 3-0 count. Mason's been patient. He could get walked here, and SVU can score and make it in a 15-5 game. Expect something hittable if you're Mason Jones, the bomber from Utah. 3-0 count. James Long pitch coming. Walked him. And that's another run for the Knights. As Connor Robley scores. Base is still loaded. That was probably the worst thing that could have happened there. You at least want to out, you want an RBI, but you want to pop up. But now you have another batter, and Zach Gearson has had a day. Bases loaded. Ben Agnew on third. Seth Lloyd on second. And Mason Jones on first. And that first pitch is going to be a strike. Bases loaded for Zach Gearson. The pitcher, the hitter, the do-it-all for the Knights. What can he do here? 0-1 count, one out, 15-5 game. Second pitch coming. He's going to hold off. Cutter inside, doesn't get the zone. 1-1 count. Zach has an opportunity to really get a lead here. Zach hits it, and that's deep, Not going to get out of the park, but it's going to be enough to get someone home. Ben Agnew runs home, and that means Mason gets the third. Ben Agnew gets home. Zach Gearson with the RBI. Garrett Stuffer up to bat here with a one out. 16-5 ball game. Bottom of the sixth. James Long trying to get out of this inning without any more runs being scored. As right now he's bleeding out. Can he stop the bleeding? Runners on third. Runner on first. Seth Lloyd on third. Mason Jones on first. Ryan Ferris is on deck. 0-0 count. 2 outs. Bottom of the sixth. As Mason Jones trying to steal second. Mason Jones is gonna get there. Mason Jones steals second. That was a little debatable. Has a better view than us, though. Calling him safe there. Runner on third. Runner on second. A great opportunity for Garrett to bust this game open even more. 3 RBIs for Garrett. 2 hits. 3 at-bats. He's been cooking. What can he do here? Ball's going to be too high for James Long. 2-0 count. James Long needs a quick out here. A pop-up would be great. Something to get out of this inning. That's a strike, a 2-2 count. Excuse me, a 2-1 count. Two runners have already scored for SVU here. Can a third one score? Ooh, that was close. Garrett Stuffer almost got under that one. A couple of yards away from being a home run or being a fair ball and probably sending Mason Jones and Seth Lloyd home. But instead, it's going to be a 16-5 ball game with James Long still on the mound trying to get out of this inning where he's given up 2 runs so far. Pitch coming your way. Too far inside. 3-2 count. Full count here. Payoff pitch coming. James Long needs to get out of this inning. Or will Garrett Stuffer have something to say to James Long here? Full count. Payoff pitch coming. Garrett's going to swing, and it should be a routine play for the shortstop, and he's going to not beat him. Out number 3 for Southern Virginia University. Leaves Seth stranded on third, but it is a 16-5 ball game. Top of the 7th coming your way. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, if we don't see a score by Johnson and Wales, this game only has to go 7 innings because the Knights are up by more than 10. We'll be back with you, top of the 7th. Coming back with you guys in a 16-5 ball game, top of the 7th, where same pitcher, Benjamin Jackson's pitching here for the Knights. Freshman out of California, going against Sammy Nereves. First pitch is going to be a strike, 0-1 count. As the Knights are trying to get out of here, not give them give up any more runs, and end this game a little short on a Friday afternoon. Slider going to get away from him. 1-1 count. And again, SVU has done a great job tonight. The bat has stayed hot for them. Tomorrow, they have another game, a doubleheader, and that pitch is going to be a little too high, 2-1 count. Hopefully this momentum can carry on for tomorrow and start building on something. And that's going to be a strike, 2-2 count. Hopefully this momentum can build on something here in Buena Vista, Virginia for the Knights. as after Saturday, they're going to go back on the road for the rest of next week. Swing, and it's going to be popped to the third baseman. It's 16. He's going to throw it over to the first baseman, and Sammy's not going to be able to beat him out. Logan Austin able to make that throw in play there. As Jordan Brown is up to bat here, he's been hot as 3 at-bats, 3 hits. What can he do against the freshman from California? First pitch coming your way. A little bit too far outside. Cutter cannot find the zone. 1-0 count. 16-5 ball game. Top of the 7th. Knights trying to get out of here without giving up any more runs. That's going to not find the zone. 2-0 count. That one was a little bit closer. Cutter outside. 2-0 count for Benjamin. That's not going to find the zone either. As Jordan Brown staying patient. 3-0 count in a 16-5 game. It's really easy at this point in this game to start swinging. But Brown has done an amazing job of being patient. Let's see what he does here. 3-0 count. And he's going to get walked by Benjamin. Can Johnson and Wales score here? 2 runs here. Get back below 10 runs down and keep this game alive as Carlton Ramirez has stepping up to bat. 3 at-bats thus far in this game. 2 strikeouts. Can the freshman get his 3rd strikeout here? Ball's going to be too far outside. 1-0 count. 1 out in this inning. Bottom of the 7th. 16-5 ball game. Marco Fernandez is up to bat as this is a sweet spot for Johnson Wales, just like last inning, sweet spot for Southern Virginia University. This is where their better hitters are going to be at. Marco earlier had a home run. Could we see another home run? And this inning, keep the game alive. That ball's going to be hit. That's going to be a pop-up to the third baseman. Logan Austin makes the play. And that will be out number 2 as Marco Fernandez steps up to bat here. Like I mentioned earlier, Marco is a bright spot on this very young team. Already hit a home run earlier this game. 2 outs. Similar situation they had before. 2 outs, they're able to hit a home run. Can they do it here? Keep this game close. Runner on first. Swing. Foul ball. Going that same direction he hit home run earlier. 0-1 count. 2 outs. 16-5 ball game. Top of the 7th. Runners on first. Ooh! That's going to drill Marco here. Get a runner in scoring position for Johnson and Wales. Benjamin Jackson, the freshman, needs to settle down here as Johnson and Wales have an opportunity to try to mount a comeback here, get a run in, get 2 runs in, keep this game alive, go to the 9th inning, and you never know. Baseball can flip in the matter of an inning. 2 outs, 0-0 count. Pitch coming your way, and that's going to be a ball. 1-0 count. Runners on second, runner on first. One-0 count, 16-5 game. Benjamin throws a little too high again. 2-0 count for the freshman. Needs to settle down a little bit here. Last thing you want to do is extend this game. Give the Wildcats hope. Pitch coming. Swing. And that's going to be a hit. Bases loaded. Oh, Ben's not able to field the ball, and that's going to be runners scoring right now for Johnson and Wales as they get 2 in. 7-16, and we might have more baseball coming to you. Ben is not able to make a routine play in the outfield. Ball got a little underneath him. It happens. But now Johnson has an opportunity to add to the deficit. down 9, 7-16 ball game. Jacob Williams is up to bat here. 0-1 count, 2 outs. Top of the 7th. 7-16 ball game. Swung on right to number 7, the second baseman, and Brooks Burden. And that's going to be out number 3. But Johnson and Wales are able to keep things a little bit more interesting, scoring there, keeping their hopes alive. It is 16-7. We'll see you bottom of the 7th. See if SVU can end it here. Welcome back. Bottom of the 7th in a 7-16 ball game. Southern Virginia leads. Johnson and Wales. James Long still pitching here. Has lit up 2 runs thus far in this game. And Ryan Ferris is up to bat here. Has had 4 at-bats and not a hit yet. But can he get hot here against a freshman pitcher? First pitch is going to find the dirt. 1-0 count. Last inning, Johnson and Wales were able to get some runners on. Drilled by a pitch. Able to get on first, move someone to second. And then an error by Ben Agnew. Gets 2 in and makes it a 9-run game. 16-7 here. A 2-0 count. Bottom of the 7th. 0 outs. Ryan Ferris at bat. Three-0 counts. James cannot find the strike zone. 3-0 count. Expect something you could hit here. That's going to be a walk for Ryan Ferris, a local boy from Rafine, Virginia. Went to Riverheads as Brooks Burden is up to bat. James Long going to have a conversation with his manager. We might see a pitching change here, and we'll be right back with you. And we're back with you with a pitching change for Johnson and Wales, the Wildcats. As Colton Curl comes in the game, the righty from North Carolina. Let's see what he can do. The first pitch is going to be a strike, finding the zone against Logan Austin. Logan Austin, the infielder from Racine, Virginia. 0-1 count, 16-7 ball game, bottom of the 7th. 0-2 count. 0 outs for the Knights. Wildcats trying to get some momentum going on their side. Mount a comeback. That ball's going to get too far away from the catcher. And Ryan Ferris is able to steal second. Moves a runner scoring position for the Knights. Down, up by 9, can add to their lead. 16-7 ball game, 1-2 count, 0 outs for Logan Austin here. 4 at-bats, hasn't had a hit yet, but a hit here could do wonders for the Knights. Is able to get that hit, and that's going to land. Logan Austin, and he's running, and he's not going to get home. Oh, he is going to get home. Ryan Ferris gets home. Logan Austin with the RBI. And that's all she wrote here. SVU up, goes up by 10. The ball game is over. We only have to play 7. Logan Austin ends the game on a Ryan Ferris run. And that's all she wrote here at Charlie Emanuel Field. 17-7 SVU versus Johnson and Wales. As the Knights yesterday, a little bit disappointing on a Thursday evening. But today, for Friday, they're able to get a win, an electric win, and they have a doubleheader tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for listening.